Hello, hello everybody. How are we all doing? We're on to Silverrun, Platinum Edition of Farming Simulator. Is it farming though? Let's find out. Welcome to the stream. I'm streaming tonight. I'm not feeling very well, so I apologise if my voice is a little bit gravelly tonight. I sound a bit like Joe Cocker, but it's all good. We are trying to. Hey, Mikey, how are you doing? Yeah, we're trying to just get to grips with this. I have actually done nothing with regards to. I've not looked any of the early content, anything like that, because I just wanted to see what it was all about. I have been on the map briefly, literally just to save a file, and yeah, get it set up. But apart from that, this is me onto it. So here we are. This is where we start when we jump onto the map. Actually, we start just up on that bridge up there, and yeah, you come down to your wee house here, and there's a house. It's really nicely done. Shame we can't go inside it, but actually the sleep trigger's just there, so that's not too bad. And the starting equipment we have is not too bad either. It's all got a bit of wear and tear. So this got 46% damage, the Wikamatsu. And yeah, part of the DLC pack. And then over here we've got the Volvo BM 2654, and this has a yarding winch on it, which is quite nice. And then we've got the Volvo SM462, sort of forwarder stroke log grab thing. Okay, so we start with those things, and it's yeah, it's all sorted. So yeah, hi Mike. Yeah, how we doing this evening, young man? We're yeah, it's no problem sorting the server earlier. I know we've been having issues with our dedicated server of late. Part of the 1.8.1 update has played about with a lot of dedicated servers, I think, on Farming Simulator, and we've had no end of problems. But yeah, glad I managed to get it sorted for you, and you got some time on it, Mike. I need to get on that map at some point. I really do. But yeah, so I think the aim of this live stream is really just to sort of play about with some of the equipment, have a look what equipment is on here with the new DLC, and just have a look at some of the bits and bobs. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to chuck a load of money onto the map just now, because I think yeah, it'd be good just to sort of throw some money in there and then just do what we want and see what goes on. So I'm just going to bung a few of these government subsidy signs in here. There we go. And yeah, what we'll do, we'll just fast forward time a little bit. Just go an hour and see what we end up with. There we go. That'll probably do us. Perfect. 2.9 million. That'll do. So we'll just put it back to real time. Yeah, so on here, when you first come on, you can do whatever you want. You own a fair bit of land, actually. So when we start off, we're based down here on this part of the map. This is the wee town just here, and there's loads of production buildings. Shingle factory, art accessories factory, furniture factory, and you can buy all these things here, which isn't too bad. And then there's sell points as well within here, bits and bobs. There are a couple of factories that aren't put onto the map when you start off, and yeah, if you're wanting to do all the new productions, then you will have to place them yourself. There are a few fields on the map, so there's one down here, a couple down here, and then there's two grass sort of fields as well, these two here, which you can purchase. So I'm going to buy one of them just now, because we'll need to use that a bit later. And then these are your plots of land when you start. So this is where your main house is, plot 32, then your 33 and 36. So those are your three plots you start with. But if you buy an adjacent one there, for instance, it's 27 grand. It's not too bad. Same with that one there. So yeah, fairly interesting. And the terrain is hilly. It definitely is hilly. It allows you definitely to play about with all the new equipment. So we've obviously got new harvesters and things like that, but there is yarders and winches and all sorts of stuff, and we're going to have a little play about just here in a second with that. and then we'll have a look at some of the other stuff. So let's quickly have a look at the equipment. If I go down to here, what you start with yourself is obviously the Volvo tractor, and then these two machines that we've seen. You start with a chainsaw straight away, which is quite nice. Don't have to buy it off the back. And then, yeah, we've got our Tajfun winch as well. As part of the DLC pack then, in here, we've obviously got the Komatsu, which we've just seen. We've got a bigger one that will do bigger diameter trees, so different harvesters will do different diameter trees. 65 centimeters, 70 centimeters, and 120 centimeters. So this beast is for getting the big trees. So your redwoods, the sequoia, you can plant sequoia on this map now. On here, so that's definitely one to pick those trees off the ground, I think. And then, yeah, we've got our fella buncher, which will pick up a tree, chop it, and then carry it where you want it to, and it will actually hold a few trees. In fact, it says there 2 trees. So nice John Deere 843L2. And then we've got our skidder, which is good for pulling out logs out of the forest. So got a big clamp on the back there that'll grab that. And again, you've got various wheels and opportunities to customize it. So pretty cool. And then we've got the Volvo excavator stroke sort of hose. So we've got the smaller one. Again, you can change it from a log grapple through to a harvester, through to just a fast coupler, which will hook onto various devices, and then you can change the beacons and things like that. And yeah, you can tint the windows, and this one just does bigger diameter and is obviously a bigger machine. Slightly more expensive, but yeah, does much of a muchness. Then obviously we've got the Volvo BM log transporter, and then we move on to our newer machines. So we've got I'm trying to pronounce this right, probably Mikey will treat me right with this. It's definitely German. Fanzelt Maschinenbau PM Track 3, which is our sort of tractor, which can be configured with a crane and a blade, with a crane, or just as a standard tractor. And again, yeah, you can customize this how you want, and goes up to 236 horsepower, which is quite nice. Got a safety frame on it or not, depending whether you want a forestry version. And then from the same factory, you've got the Forder as well, which again has different options of horsepower, but is kind of a skidder stroke crane operated log grab. So yeah, it does a bit of both. And then this beast is absolutely amazing. It's got everything on it. So you've got a crane and blade, standard tractor, just crane, and then on it you can then change all the tires. So yeah, you've got wheel weights there, Nokians with wheel weights, trailer bogs with wheel weights, Michelin, and then you can change the colour of it as well. I quite like it in the orange, it looks quite cool. And this also has a winch on it as well, so it's got winches on the back for winching logs. So this has everything. Fanzelt, yeah, I thought it might be. Yeah, so that's the Koshin Ruther. Sorry, bad pronunciation again. And then, yeah, this is the one we've got, the Tajfun winch. We'll play about with that again, and then that takes only a certain amount of weight, so 6.6 tons, but it's for smaller tractors than this. Slightly bigger tractors has an 8.6 ton pulling weight on it as well, and you can actually winch and connect more than one log together and just pull it out of the forest, which is quite handy for the steeper terrain. The Kohler Forest Technique Yarder is quite an interesting bit of kit. This bit attaches to the back of the tractor, which is quite cool. Or we've got yeah, we've got this one as well. So this has got a 500 meter sort of reach, 1.5 ton rating, and then this one's got an 840 meter reach, so it goes a long way. and has a 3-ton rating, so definitely a bigger device. But these are your yarders, so you basically hoist these up, put the cable out, attached to a tree, which creates sort of a trapeze line, like a traversing line, which has a winch along it. You take the winch and the grapple along the line, pick up your log and bring it back again, so quite good for steep and hilly ground. And then it moves us on to the sort of the log transporters. So we've got another Fansvelt log trailer, and then the Schwarzmüller timber trailers, both dolly version and semi version. Tractor, Volvo BM, and then lastly we've got these things here which move into sort of our mining stuff, and there is a mine on this map, we'll have a look at that in a bit. We've got the BM little dump truck, and this was a mod in FS19 by, I think it was Black Sheep Modding actually, maybe, I think it was. But yeah, Volvo LM841 front loader, wheel loader, sorry, and then we've got the big boys. So the Volvo L120H and L180H both have different uses for your containers. So we have containers now that we can load logs into and stuff. You can use the smaller one to lift them up with various attachments. And we've got the Volvo attachments here. These are for the smaller wheel loader, and then these ones are for the bigger ones. And it does say specifically that these ones are for the L180, the bigger boy, including forks, but also we've got a bag lifter and an unloading grapple. So this is the log grab, and it can only be used with the bigger loader. On top of that though, there is the L200H, which is an absolute beast, which will pick up a whole load of logs. 37.3 tons, a massive beast of a machine, which will be good for your sort of your logging yard and putting it onto trains. Then come into some vehicles, which we've got the old Globetrotter F16 and the newer Globetrotter FH16, so different generations. I quite like the old 80s and 90s vehicles, so I think we might have to play about with that. And then we've got the American style Volvo VNX 300 as well, all rated to pretty high horsepowers. That goes up to 500, and then the FH16 goes up to 750, so it's got a ton of power for you. The Manitou large forklift as well, and this comes on the map as standard in New Farmer, and that is down at the sawmill, and we'll look at that. And then the low loaders for your containers, and then yeah, we move into all our tools that we just mentioned before. The other thing obviously on here is we can destroy rocks, so there is the pneumatic Paladin powered sort of pneumatic drill, SFB 750, which we can attach to a skid steer. And then we've got tree planters and fella bunchers and log grabs and mulchers, and then tree saplings, and then we've got our shipping containers, and then we've got our tree spraying paint as well. So I might buy a tin of that just now actually. Oh, and that helps us mark trees. Good for multiplayer, I reckon, but also pretty good for role play as well. Role play, playing about with which trees you're gonna chop down and stuff like that. The shipping containers incidentally come in different sizes. So you've got 6, 9 and 12 meter. So you've got the different sizes there, and you can put different logos on it, change the colour, so lots of different options there. And yeah, play about with what ones you want to put on trailers and stuff like that. They just sit on the trailer, and they'll sit there, and then you need to open them to put logs in. They are disposable though, so they don't cost anything to buy, but they do disappear when you take them to the container shipment yard and get rid of them. Get rid of the logs, so too does the shipping container at the same time. But it does allow us to semi-auto load logs on console now, which is quite cool. It's a great feature they've added in. So, quite a lot of kit, quite a lot of stuff. Obviously forestry heavy, and yeah, dress the elephant in the room very slightly. Yeah, it is a farming game, but forestry in my eyes, I quite enjoy doing forestry. I know it's not going to turn everyone on. It's one of those love-hate things, I think. What I have noticed though, they have tinkered a little bit about with the gameplay, and I'm going to just show you that just now in this. So we've got our Komatsu here. I've got the help window open, so if I press X, it'll open the tree harvester. I can change the cut lengths, anything up to max, which is basically just stripping the whole tree, but we can go up to 20 meters there. So I'm going to put it on 6. In fact, should we put it on 6? Yeah, we'll put it on 5 actually. Let's put it on 5. And we're going to pick a tree. Any tree. So I'm going to go this one. Now, my technique for cutting trees may well be different to many other people, but what I tend to do is I just offset the harvester like that, and then I bring it up towards the tree. And now, as you can see, you can see there, we've got a little band that's come up around the tree. It's telling me I'm close. So if I come up to this like this now, okay, and then if I hit L button on my Xbox controller and press down on the D-pad, it says align harvester to target tree. So if I press that, poof, and then it goes green and you're ready to cut. Now what I've done now, I have set it so when it cuts, it doesn't automatically cut to length. I have to press the button twice. So if I cut this now, let me just change my view a little bit. In fact, yeah, we'll zoom out a little bit so you can see. So I'm now going to press cut. There we go. Now what I tend to do now is lift up and move backwards, and then that takes me out this way. So what I'm going to do now is now swing that around, and I'm going to cut to length. So I'll press cut, it'll mulch off the branches, and then if you had it on automatic it would then cut the length. But I'm going to have a bit more control on it, because if I do that now, it's not going to get caught up on the other log. Press it again, okay, and press it again. Done. There's 3 nice logs cut to size. And it's just rinse and repeat with that. So if I go up to the next one, again, change my angle slightly, come into here, press down, and it automatically goes in. It makes it so much easier. Look at that. Okay, so I'm going to lift up, pull back, like that, down this way, get ourselves lined up. Cut to length. Cut to length. Okay. Done. And there you go. There's another 3 logs. So, pretty neat and tidy. Got our logs there. I'll quickly show you this as well. So this is the winch. So if I take my Volvo over here, the detail on these mods on these new vehicles are amazing as well. I mean, look at this. It looks absolutely fantastic. Such a great looking tractor. So this is what we're going to do. I'm going to grab a tree over here somewhere on the bank. Where are we? Let's have a look. let's grab... Oh, it's a bit grassy in here. Let's chop this one down. Okay. Nice. So, Mike, what have you had a chance to play about with the new DLC yet? Oh, we've got some paint here as well. Let's put some paint on a tree. Change marker. So that means to chop down, I think. Look at that. Love it. That's cool. Yeah, have you had a chance to play about with the new DLC yet, Mike? I've kind of been looking... I've been holding off because obviously it came onto Xbox yesterday, and I've been working, but yeah, I was kind of holding off until the live stream to play on it. But let's get this in here. Right. Okay. So what I'm going to do is just to simulate this more than anything, we need to put that down. Okay. And then I think what you do, yeah, so pull winch. So I can then pull my winch all the way down here somewhere, attach it to this tree. Object too heavy, you see. Okay, so I need to chop this in half. Let's try it now. There we go. Attach winch. There we go. So now the cable's attached. And then you can control winch from either in the cab or here. So I'm going to control it from here. And it's going to pull it through the bushes. Here it comes. There we go. Nice. Hi, mate. I know. I don't know. I just really love doing forestry. I think that's why I just take to it. So you could then attach another tree to this. So I could then go and get another tree and attach it and wrap it round. So you could, if you had enough strength in the winch, then you could pull a load of trees. So the bigger winch, I reckon, would do bigger stuff. You know me with logging. I know. Having said that, you've done plenty on Javine. So. But no, I really love the forestry side of stuff. To be honest, I've just started that new Let's Play on Newlands, but it was a toss-up with doing it on there and waiting for this one. But I might do a series on here, a sort of a prospector roleplay series or some sort of contracting business. We shall see. So what I can do now is from here, let me have a look, detach tree from winch, there we go, and then yeah, our log is picked up. So if, for instance, if I did that and it was way down here somewhere in the middle of nowhere and really hard to access with a vehicle, then I could just winch it out and away we go. So quite a good way of doing it, I think. So just lift that up, there we go. So I think next job then is just to get some logs into our forder. Okay. I'm going to jump in there. So how much experimenting have you done then, Mike? Have you actually managed to get get some good solid timing on this? Because I like I said, I've not looked at it at all. I know I've just from reading the sort of the help bits in here down at the bottom here. It's got all your help for you. So down here we've got forestry, but then it goes into the silverrun forest. So you've got the new missions. It talks about all the different stuff in there, the rocks, the hydraulic breaker, the mine shaft. So that's the bit that interests me, and I'm going to have a play about with. That's why we've bought the bit of land. You've got the boat yard, and the roller coaster projects as well, and then the different sawmills. So yeah, so we're going to definitely have a look at that. And then obviously we've got a whole load of new products in here as well. So some of these you can make straight off the back if you just buy the production buildings that are on the map, but like I said, some of them you do need to just actually buy some of the production buildings out of the build menu. Painting the forest, yeah, some marking your trees, we just did a little bit of that. And then yeah, as I said, there's the yarders as well. So yeah, I'm not going to be able to cover all this in this this Let's Play. There's no way. It's there's too much to cover, definitely. So let's spin this around. Open that up. There we go. Try and get this log down there. That's it. Grab a couple of logs. Oh, we've dropped one. That's pretty typical. As soon as I try and do anything live, it doesn't behave itself. Oh, we'll see. Same with any logging I do, is it's incredibly difficult in Farming Simulator. There's no question about it. Right, there we go. We've got our log on there. I'm only going to do one. But as you can see, it kind of works quite well. It's not a bad little bad little forwarder to be honest. Log grabber, transporter. There we go. So we'll take our one log, and I think we'll go down to the sawmill. Get right around there. Let's go down this way. So if we look on the map, so obviously we're up here. All these smaller roads are forestry, like tracks, and then yeah, this is obviously the tarmac roads. So I think we're gonna go down here into the town. This is the sort of the dealership just there, and there's a fuel station as well, just there. I'll have a quick scout around that. I might just go into build mode and just have a look around, and then the roller coaster's just in here, shipyard's down here, and I think this is the southern sawmill, where yeah, there's a couple of options in here actually, but this is the sell point just here. So we'll head down to that. We'll go and sell our log, I think. So cut one tree just to see if I can operate a harvester. Just looked around the map though. If I'm honest, I could get into this. The map is amazingly well done. You're totally right. Just from a quick scan around before I came online, went live, it is absolutely stunning, this map. It is a proper prospecting forest. Like, yeah, it's brilliantly done. So well done. When you look at the details in there and have a wander around, I can't wait to explore it. I really can't, genuinely. And just the way, so for instance, you've got all these different types of trees in here. You've got deadwood. So if I go into the contracts, hopefully there's a contract here. Let's have a look. Yeah, here you go. So we've got a standard harvesting contract on one of the fields. That's fine. But then we've got tree transporting, and we've got a deadwood contract. So if I click on this, let's have a look. It should come up on the map. There you go. Okay, so if I go onto the map, so in this area now, you will find a deadwood contract. So you go onto there, and apparently in this area there is a problem with deadwood. Help the owner and cut down all dead trees. each tree is already marked, so it's sprayed with paint. So you need to go and find them, and there's 14 trees to cut down. So you go and find those trees, cut them down, and then I think the contract completes once you've cut them down. But it does say you can sell the wood afterwards. So if you, I think apparently if you complete the contract once you've cut all the trees down, you will lose that wood, and the owner of the forest will take them away. If you take the wood and sell it before you finish the contract, then you get to keep all the proceeds from that wood as well. So it could turn out to be quite a lucrative way of making money, cutting down the dead wood. Quite a good way of doing it. Now, there is penalties for these contracts as well. So if you cut down the wrong trees or don't deliver enough wood and things like that, then you will lose money. So if I went into this forest that's marked just here, and I chop down some live trees that aren't painted, then I'm going to get penalised for that. I won't get as much money. So I quite like the idea of that. I think it's a good idea. So yeah, so quite good fun. Now the other contracts as well, which I saw on there, we've got a tree transporting one. So you go to a certain area, pick up the trees, and then transport them. You can't use the containers for that, I don't think. You have to use a log trailer for them as well. And the logs are quite small, they're pre-cut, ready to go. I think they're like 5 meter lengths like this one. And yeah, so in theory with the equipment you start with, you could go off and just use this thing and go around the map, but it only goes 12 miles an hour, so it's quite slow. There's the train, and again you can transport logs on the train. So yeah, you can do that. So here we are, just coming into the town, and yeah, little railway crossings here and there. So this is the main dealership here. So what I might do just now is I might buy myself a treat. Let's have a look. So I'm going to get, what have we got in here? Look at that. There's some good stuff in here already. Let's buy that anyway, because we can. Nice. We may as well buy that as well, so we can have a look at it. So this is the tree planter, I think. There we go. And then what else are we going to buy? Let's buy ourselves a truck. So I've downloaded some other vehicles on here as well, just because I like them. Let's go for the big. Oh no, let's go for the old one. So 500 horses, white tires, sun shield, yes, yes, yes. Beacons, yes. 750 litre capacity, yeah. And then let's go for an 80s colour. No, I won't do that to you. Let's do that. Okay. Is that Mr. CDP green? I think it might be. And then a log trailer as well. I may as well do that. Let's have a look. Log trailer. Forestry. There we go. So let's go for that one. 3x4s, 2x6s. Let's go for the 2x6. And again, you can change all the colours on these, but we'll just keep it as is just now. There we go. So again, the detail on these vehicles is amazing. This I love this Volvo. I absolutely love it. Look at that. Amazing. So cool. Loving it. There's a tree planter, so all your little saplings go in there. I think it rotates. It's a rotating planter, and you just mount it on the front of a excavator, and it'll plant them all. And then this is that huge L200H high lift which will take your logs and put them into anywhere you want, basically. So, yeah. So, very nice. Right, let's go across the sawmill. I'm being a bit random, I know, but we may as well head over this way. So head down the road. Aha! There is the Rollrooks. What's this say at the moment? Rollrook Stee. The roller coaster. There's a letter here ready to go in. So here is where you drop things off by the looks of it, and it says the required materials. So you need 6,000 litres of wooden beams, 4,032 planks long, 2,496 metal. So you need to produce metal. So you'd have to install the furnace, floor tiles, and staircase railings. So it's a project, so you have to deliver these things to here, and then that will slowly build the roller coaster, as far as I'm aware. So, and we'll show you how you can sort of shortcut that without the production chains, because there is a way of doing it, but you have to just buy the stuff. We've got another sell. I think it's a sell point there. For selling various products, and then along here, the roller coaster is quite a big beast actually. It goes right up there. Look, so quite a thing to. Oh, God! Oops. Yeah, I don't blame you beeping your horn, mate. Sorry. Oops. I was too busy looking at the roller coaster. Ah yes, yeah, so let's go down this way. Need to check the map actually, let's have a look. Yeah, so down here's the boat yard. Again, another project thing. So go into here. So at this point here we can put product in. So turn that map off a second. So you can buy the boatyard, so let's just buy that just now, and then that opens that up. So by buying that, by putting in those things there, you will start creating boats, and the boats will get launched out here into the water. So my thought, I'm not quite sure how that works with regards to money and stuff like that. I have a feeling it'll probably be quite lucrative to do something like that, no doubt. So yeah, I might have to have a play about with that. But that's the boatyard, and then this is the southern sawmill just here. It's a big old complex actually. It's a big old complex. We've got some arable fields here to our left as well. So one there. And then that's field 1, then we've got field 2 that's just up from it. You can sort of see it, that's the one that's got the harvesting contract on it just now. And then field 3, which I think was sugar beet, if I remember. And that's over the other side of the sort of the estuary, I suppose. So in here, this is the sawmill area, and as I was just saying a minute ago, in here, if I go in here, and we go into here, we've got a shop symbol. Now you can't go in any of these doors, but you can go inside the building, which is quite cool. Not really had a look inside here. Nothing much of interest actually. There's a lift. You could go up in the lift. So if I click on here, yeah, so Silverrun Forest Sawmill. So you can buy planks, multiples of. So if you want to buy planks for your project, then that's fine. Long planks, wooden beams, prefab walls, planks, long planks, wood beams, prefab walls. So if you're struggling to get the roller coaster made because you haven't got all your productions in place, then you can actually purchase some of the stuff from here. Obviously you can't purchase it all, but you can certainly make a start. and start producing, or start on the projects and get them underway. So that's quite a handy thing, I think. But yeah, quite a large complex this. There's I think there's 3 sawmills on the map, something like that. The old sawmill has actually got a water feature in it, so you can put the logs in the water, just like FS17, which is quite nice. And you can sell the logs from the water, which is quite cool. So yeah, I can just sell my logs from there. Got 824 for that. It's not too bad, is it? Go, and then obviously down here we have a whole load more logs there, but they're just decorative, I think. But here we can call the train, so we can rent the train for. It's a little way off still, isn't it? So we'll wait for the train to arrive. But what I'll do, we'll go into production, so we'll just have a quick look at this. So factories wise, all the standard ones that we had in game already. But then we move into the other ones. So we've got our barrel factory. We have a furniture factory. Okay, both of which need metal for making stuff. Then yeah, we've got our flooring factory, which is obviously once we have created planks and things like that. Then our iron furnace, which I'm going to put one in of just now, so I'm going to put that here, I think. Okay, and then we've got a paper factory as well, where we can make paper. And then there's pet accessories, art accessories, so we can make various arty things and pet things. And then shingle factories, which shingles are basically wooden tiles for the roof of a house, or for decoration on the side. And then we've got the wood turner, which will make more decorative objects, and pepper shakers and balustrades and stuff like that. And then that moves us into my mods actually here. So those are the new production buildings: wood turning, shingle factory, art accessories, pet accessories, paper factory, iron furnace, floor factory, furniture factory, barrel factory, and then yeah, back to the original ones. So with those there, obviously as part of the Platinum expansion, we can use them on other maps as well. Here's the train, and the train looks different as well, which is cool. Look at that, it looks nice. So yeah, we've got all this loading area here, place for containers, place for wood. So yeah, not bad, eh? Definitely a custom train. Looks totally different to the other one we've got at the moment on by Giants. So again, another fantastic detail. Let's just send that away, shall we? We don't need it anymore. Return rented train. Off it goes. See you later. And the train itself actually goes to Elm Creek. So you can sell products. Oh, I'll zoom in. There you go. Elm Creek. So you can sell products to Elm Creek, and then yeah, you'll get a different price for selling it there. So yeah, another cool feature. So what we're going to do now, I think, is we'll leave this for a second. We're going to go up to the... Oh, I forgot to mention. So in here, if I open this up, so this is just around the side of the building here. We have our forklift as well. So if you're wanting to lift up here, lift up your planks and stuff like that, let's just buy a couple here, shall we? See where they spawn. Where have they spawned? Interesting. And where have those gone? I'm a bit confused. Any ideas? Let's just spam it and see what happens. Oh no, there they are, look. Fantastic. So we've got pallets there, so they obviously spawn in here, and then, yeah, we can take these, grab our little Manitou, well, not Manitou, small Manitou, it's the big one. Again, all the same controls as we have standard in-game anyway, but it's obviously slightly heavier duty one. So I reckon this will probably handle the weight of both these piles. There we go. Yeah. Yeah, it's a bit of a big boy, this. Will easily handle that wood. Look at that. Brilliant. So yeah, we can then load that up onto our transport and take it to wherever we need to take it. So if I take it to the boat yard, we can put it towards the boat. We could take it to the roller coaster, take it to that. We could also take it to another of our production chains and use it for that. So what we're going to do, I think, otherwise this stream will go on forever and ever, and thank you Mikey for watching still. We will nip up to here, because these are the other vehicles that are included in the start on New Farmer. So we get this, we get the little dump truck, and we also get the wheel loader as well. So those are both ready to go, already authenticatedly dirty. So these are fully ready to go. Up here there's a stone crusher, so any stones you do get from any contracts, for instance, you can sell into here. So if you've got, there are stone contracts, I don't know whether any have popped up actually. No, not just yet. So yeah, if you get a pneumatic stone destroying contract, a flag will come up on the various stones you need to dig up, and then yeah, it will then allow you to sell those stones to the debris crusher here. The actual mine itself, Iron Peak's mine here, has this supply of iron ore coming out of here constantly, free of charge. So what you do is you come in here, come up with whatever you want really, and then you can load yourself up. So if I take this here, go up to here, and we'll get some. It's only a small bucket on this, but it works quite nicely. Again, detail in here is absolutely fantastic. But as I said, although it's new to Giants, there was a mod of this in FS90. I'm trying to think, is it in FS22? I can't remember. My mind has gone blank. Still here. Looks like it's just me and you tonight, Mike. Thank you for tuning in. It's super late where you are in Germany as well, I know. But thank you for watching anyway. Appreciate it. I've got work tomorrow, so yeah, I can't stay on much longer. And like I said, I've got a stinking cold at the moment as well. To get rid of it. But yeah, I was at fire training tonight, so that's why it's quite late with this tonight, unfortunately. But yeah, I wanted to get on it because I've been desperate to play on this map. Okay, I'll do one more scoop into here, and then we'll bring this back down to the iron ore factory, or the smelter, whatever we want to call it. Sadly, you can't just leave your bucket under there and it fills it up. It kind of doesn't do it that way. You have to see. Yeah, I didn't think it did. It's a bit like the separator on the new Pumps and Hoses DLC. You'd think you could just leave your bucket underneath it and fill it up, but sadly not. So let's put this in here. Have a whiskey. Oh, that'd be good. But yeah, sadly I'm on call with the fire brigade, so I can't even drink. So not to worry. Not to worry. I will have my time at some point. The one nice thing though is, yeah, my wife had a slightly earlier night tonight, so it meant I could get onto here. So this would be quite a good opportunity just to take you through a bit of the scenery actually. The one beautiful thing that Giants have done with this map is they've changed flowing water. So look at that. It's so cool. And there's little rivers that run through stuff as well as these waterfalls. Look at that water running down the cliff face there. Looks brilliant. Really does good. All these little details here. So yeah, you can take your horse for a ride through the beautiful winding trails that are all around the map as well, and just go for an amazing explore everywhere. I think, yeah, look at that. Really is great. Really is great. And you got the train tracks everywhere as well, and yeah, it's fantastic. Right, let's get ourselves back over here. Ooh, almost fell off the bridge then. And there's a, look at that, there's a ladder all the way up to the top of the mine as well, so you could go right up there if you wanted. That's brilliant. Kubota DLC, advertising. Oh, I don't need that one, I need this one. Okay. Right. Okay, down the hill we go. So let's have a wee explore. In cab, out of cab? Out of cab, I think. I'm going to zoom out a little bit so I can see around. There we go, look at that. So, I think we'll nip down this way. Pretty sure if we follow this ravine down this way, this will take us back to the main road. Let's have a quick look. Oh, look at that. Oh, there's a... what's that up there? Sorry, I can't stop exploring. Look at that, brilliant. I love it. A little camping area with a little fire. One chilling out at some point. Very nice. Tell you what, that looks like a roller coaster as well. I guess it's an old mining train track. So yeah, obviously the actual railway tracks are all around here and stuff. Yeah, so that's obviously some old mining part. Be interesting to go and explore that actually. And then yeah, access into more forest over there. And there is a good variety of trees as well. Obviously you've got lots of pine in here. I think, is there 3 more types of trees I think that Giants have mentioned in their blogs that they've added in. So 3 different types of trees, and it recommends adding in sequoia as the next sort of tree for if you're wanting to sort of simulate regeneration of forest. In America there's obviously the giant redwood sequoia has been under threat quite a lot, and it is now a protected tree in North America. So so there's big regeneration programs where if they've cleared forest, then they obviously replant, and a lot of replanting is happening with the sequoia trees. Is that one over there? is that a pine? I think that's just a pine actually. Let's have a quick look. If I just wanted to check something actually. Landscaping. Plants. Yeah, so they've added some other bushes in by the looks of it. And other plants. Yeah. Yeah, look at that. So there's a extra plants and bushes in there now. And what have they got in the way of trees? Yeah. So they've got the new tree types, so lodgepole pine and ponderosa pine. So those are in there. Ah, yeah, there you go. So we've got sequoias. So yeah, you can plant these as well as place them. That's quite cool. Like that. Very good. So obviously you've got large sequoias, and that big beast of a machine will take them. Look at that compared to the size of the dump truck. That's a huge tree. Even the medium and the small ones are massive. Huge. Okay, and then yeah, our ponderosa pines as well. And then yeah, our lodgepole pines. Yeah, so we've got our three types of trees on there. So I think what we'll do, we'll just keep plodding along. We'll keep looking through this countryside, and we'll keep going along here, and yeah, get ourselves down to our smelter. It's a little bit of a journey from here, so yeah, kick back, enjoy the scenery, and we'll just keep plodding along. But yeah, quite like to have a play about with this yarder system. I think that's going to be really interesting to play about with on this steep terrain. And the other thing is, with this DLC now, is it's going to be really interesting to see what the modders do with maps now. Whether there'll be a bit more emphasis on the forestry side of stuff with some of the maps to take advantage of the new DLC, and also the production chains side of stuff. Giants have added in a whole load more production chains into the game now. This is what I was talking about, is the running streams. Looks really cool, eh? Love it. Looks really great. It's working its way down into the main river basin there. Yeah, so yeah, whether the modders will actually look at adding in these production chains even more so. Like the modders have done such an amazing job in FS22 with the imagination of so many different new types of products and veg and yeah, all this different stuff, and now with all the wood crafting stuff as well, and metal, it's definitely added a new element. So putting, dare I say it, mining into console is going to be, could definitely be a thing. I think now we've got some of this very loose mining equipment and being able to chop up stones and things like that. It's going to be very interesting next year of the cycle to see what what everyone comes up with. I'm really looking forward to it. I do need to finish my other challenges though and make sure I get them done before I embark on anything else. So much stuff I want to do with the game at the moment as far as producing content. I just literally just don't have enough time at the moment, and I'm not in the position where I can just jack in my job and just play Farming Simulator all day long. Sadly, it's not possible. So yeah, until the day I get to that point, I'll just have to sort of make do and do the best I can and produce videos as and when I can, and hopefully everyone enjoys the content I produce. I must say that I do want to say a massive thank you to all people that are new subscribers and also people that have been following my channel for a little while. It means a huge amount to me to hear your comments and just yeah, the support you give me is really, really kind of you, so thank you so much. And Javid as well. Oh, tell me about it. Yeah. So let's chat about this while we get to this. So I desperately want to finish off the Angevine series, but at the moment it's gone so far through since my last episode. It's going to be a really interesting episode to try and do. And as you're well aware, Mike, being able to get onto the map of late has been a real challenge. And every time I go on to maybe record or do something, I either get kicked off or it crashes. So it's been a bit of a struggle. As an update for those that want to know, yeah, the map is doing really, really well. Mike, who is listening just now and watching just now, has done a phenomenal amount of work on the map for other players. Absolutely phenomenal. So a massive thank you to him. But as it stands, I think there's only 2 fields left. Is that right, Mike? And of which were earmarked for myself and Murphy at some point, I think. So we've got those to sell. Oh, look at that! Brilliant! Oh, that is so cool. Oh, that's a nice touch. I like that. Goes up the ramp and into the smelter. That's quite cool. Yeah. So the Mike's done a massive amount of work on there and massive amount of work for me. So I appreciate that, buddy. But we've got. Yeah, we've almost come to the end of all the challenges that myself and Cobbler had set, which was to buy the whole map, buy all the productions, and yeah, pay off all our debts as well. I paid off a huge amount of debt. I had 450,000 euros of debt on the challenge, and I've managed to pay off over half of that over the winter. So I still have a fair chunk to pay off, but I'm a long ways in now, which is good. Yeah, we've still got a fair way to go still, and I think, yeah, at the moment the Farming Sims TFS has definitely, yeah, probably, yeah, hands down has done the best on the map so far. But yeah, Mikey and Farmer Murphy are definitely very close second, third, and then Farm Sim Snowy and myself and Cobbler have gone a little bit smaller scale, but still making the money. So yeah, not too bad. But yeah, hopefully we'll get another episode to finish off the series and get it done. So if I put this on now, there we go. It's going to start producing metal. As you can see, the cycles per month are really not great. It's going to take a while. But at the same time, what is it? Yeah, so 416 litres of iron ore will produce 380 litres of metal. Excuse me, my nose is going funny again. Safety first. But yeah, quite a cool machine that, isn't it? I like the building. I think it looks really nice. Really cool, and obviously everyone spawns here. No entry. Can't get in anyway. Reed and Sons, established 1923. But yeah, I like that. Got the smoke coming out the top there. Another nice touch. And I like that ramp as well. That's quite clever. That is good. So I think what we'll do. Just trying to think. Yeah, let's turn that off. We'll leave that there just now. All good, we will get there. I know, Mike. We will get there with that Let's Play. We will get through it. But at the moment, yeah, like I said, I'm just a bit standoffish with regards to that sort of it crashing and not getting episodes recorded. It's fine if you're just doing it yourself, and I've managed to get on a couple of times and do stuff, but yeah, when you're trying to record it doesn't work so well. But yeah, I'm going to try and get some time on it this week, hopefully. We will see. So I think, yeah, what we'll do, we'll nip. Oh, I'm on the totally the wrong menus here. Concentrate. Right. Let's go over to this. Yes. Oh, that one.